Hi gang, hopefully you are ready to take a few notes. It's going to be a nice quick video to introduce you to radicals. So we're going to start off with a couple of definitions. So first, a radical is a root which is the opposite of the exponent. So we were just finished up exponents. Now we're going to start talking about radicals. Radicals are the opposite of exponents. The opposite of squaring is called square rooting. So in the last chapter, we talked about taking exponents, we talked about squaring things. Now we're going to talk about doing the opposite, which is square rooting. So for example, 3 squared, which means 3 times 3, which is 9. The opposite of that would be the square root of 9. The square root of 9 is 3. That's the way it works. In a root, the number under the symbol is called the radicand. So that's a fancy word, radicand. And in a root, the number outside the symbol is called the index. So in this example down here, the 3 is called the index, and the 27 underneath here is called the radicand. All right, so that way we're all on the same page when we start talking about these different definitions. So how do we simplify things? In a square root, pairs of numbers or like terms get moved to the outside of the root. So we're going to break this down kind of like a prime factorization. So if I have 24, I would break that down into 2 times 12. And then I would break that down further, which is 2 times 6. And then I would break that down further, which is 2 times 3. Called prime factors. Then I would go through and I would circle the pairs. So for example, we have a pair of 2s. That's the only pairs. The circled, the pairs, they go on the outside. So we're going to have a 2 on the outside. And anything left over, the 2 and the 3, that goes on the inside. So 2 times 3 is 6. So you wind up getting 2 root 6. And that's the way you would simplify the square root of 24. All right, let's do another one. Let's do the square root of 60, for example. So 60 would be 2 times 30, which is 2 times 15, which is 3 times 5. So we go through and we circle the pairs. We have a pair of 2s. The pair of 2s is going to go on the outside. And the leftovers, the 3 and the 5, they go on the inside. And you get the square root, you get the square root of 15. 2 times the square root of 15. All right, let's do one more example. Let's do, say, the square root of 80. So the square root of 80, 2 times 40, which is 2 times 20, which is 2 times 10, which is 2 times 5. So we have a pair of 2s, and we have another pair of 2s. So both of those pairs of 2s are going to go on the outside. So 2 times 2 is 4. So we're going to get a 4 on the outside, and the only thing left over is 5, so it goes on the inside. And that's it. That's the basics of square rooting. In class tomorrow, we'll talk some more about this. We'll do some different examples and do some harder ones. But that's it. That's basically all you need to know. So I'll see you tomorrow.